What's up, guys? PDC here. I just hopped in. Um, this is for Smogon Premier League. This is Gen 5 OU. SoulWind versus ZoroDark. SoulWind is on the Wolf Pack. ZoroDark is on... I'm not actually sure what ZoroDark is. Oh, I think ZoroDark's on the scooters. I'm pretty sure. We're going to be recording the game. Black and White OU. SoulWind's got a rain team with Zapdos. And pretty interesting one. It's kind of defensive. Obviously, it's going to be Spin Exca. And ZoroDark, like the smart man he is, brings Sun against SoulWind because, as we all know, Sun absolutely destroys SoulWind. That's the truth of the matter, and it's not really inaccurate in this game either, because as you can see, SoulWind does have a little hard time dealing with Sun. I mean, he has Ferrothorn, which is really annoying, but his Volcarona checks are not there. I highly doubt that. Well, it could be Scarf Exca, but usually Excadrill and Rain is SD, Rapid Spin, because it's used to beat up Sand. It's probably Scarf Toad. So what I'm guessing is that Volcarona is going to put in work because Hydreigon and Zapdos, they can touch it, but I'm pretty sure it's a bulky Volcarona, so it's going to be hard to deal with. And even in Rain, I mean, Politoed is not taking Bug Buzz well at all, so that's in the danger zone. So, I mean, we're waiting for this game to start. I'm trying to see what SoulWind really has. I mean, Excadrill is still a threat. Like, there's no doubt in my mind Exca is really a problem. Because, I mean, for one, I mean, it can be trapped with Dugtrio, but you don't want to switch Dugtrio directly into Excadrill, considering there's a high chance it might be Balloon. I mean, I guess you have Reversal, but... Okay, so, one, the sprites are fucking huge. But we're going to see SoulWind lead with Excadrill. And we're going to see ZoroDark lead with Chancy. ZoroDark, it shouldn't be hard for him to break the balloon, and yeah, there's the rocks right away, which, I mean, having to switch in Exca every time on a team which can constantly threaten the trap is actually really annoying. Like I said, it's not like ZoroDark can immediately switch in Dugtrio on the Excadrill, but I think it's certainly in his repertoire to fucking trap it later on. And then you got Toxicroak. Toxicroak is actually really annoying if that's a sub-toxic set. That's what I think, because Subtoxic Toxicroak is... I don't know if it's the one on this team, but I'd imagine this is not an all-out offensive Toxicroak. Just looking at SoulWind's team. And yeah, there's... Oh, okay, so he does switch, and we'll see if it's Black Sludge, which it is, which means it's not Orb, which means it's probably Sub-Punch Toxic. I don't know if Fiery... Oh. I was looking at the RBI game. I probably should have recorded more of the screen than this, but... Bulky, I don't know, I'm just gonna put bulky, just because I think it's bulky, but I'm not sure. And like, yeah, Fiery Dance is doing, not a lot, but it's doing enough. And yeah, oh, that's bad. He can actually just win the game if he Quiver Dances here. If he Quiver Dances here, the game might be, okay, he didn't Quiver Dance. And he gets +2! Oh, but that's really bad for SoulWind, missing a crucial Toxic, and having his Toxicroak be weakened, and... I mean, now he has Toad in the field, but he has Rocks, and now the pressure is really on. This is not good. He goes back to Toxicroak, but it looks... Okay, he switches out, and he goes into Chancy. Alright, so Toxicroak is healing quite a bit here, so it's not, like, incredibly dangerous, but yeah, there's Chancy, and there's S-Toss, which is doing 31. Like I said, I imagine this is Subtoxic, which we already see the Toxic, and I think that's Substitute. He can't really afford the Sub. I mean, he has plenty of Chancy switches in probably a Sub-Zapdos and the Ferrothorn. So I guess we gotta see what he's doing here. Oh, he does stay, and he gets the Toxic, gets the double Toxic, but he gets hurt by the Sun, which is annoying, but at the same time, I guess it's pretty nice to have the opposing Mon Toxic. But Chancy probably has Heal Bell anyway. S-Toss, Stealth Rock, Soft Boiled Heal Bell is probably the set. Especially on the team of Cresselia, because Cresselia is so status prone. And at the moment, this does not look very good for SoulWind, because his weather setter is status, and it's only at 48, and I highly doubt it has recovery. He doubles back to Croak, and we see double back to Chancy, so he's going to threaten it out, but like I said, this is probably Sub-Punch Toxicroak, so it's not like it can immediately threaten Chancy. which is bad. This is not a this is not the matchup that SoulWind was looking for. ZoroDark is, but SoulWind. Oh, that's a lot of wind. So okay, there's the focus punch and there's the S toss. This game is not looking very good for SoulWind at all. This is bad. But what SoulWind is trying to do here is, ZoroDark is known for kind of the bulky sand type teams. ZoroDark typically uses like, T-Tar for Oaththorn offense, like the Finchinator type teams, which teams like SoulWinds just fucking destroy and play with all day, because ones like Toxicroak is such a pain in the ass for sand because you can't change the weather on it safely with T-Tar. And it's fighting stab and toxic. It's so annoying, and it heals up really fast, so it's not like it's a physical attack where you can chip either. Oh, and there's the Hydreigon. Okay, maybe he's predicting the 4. Nope. Okay, now Hydreigon is burned, and now SoulWind is probably gonna double out again because, yeah, he doubles out the Exca. That's a good play on the Chancy. I don't think he would play a flamethrower there. That's not the play. He could SD here if he wants, but here's the problem. All Fortress needs to do is spin, really, and oh, that hurt, yep, But now this Excadrill is trapped, forever. It's trapped. Yeah, he goes Doug, and yeah, there's the spin, but Earthquake is gonna kill. I mean, that's at 46, that's a very heavy rapid spin. But yeah, now the Excadrill is trapped, and SoulWind is losing pretty much his main offensive force because Chancy is not getting beaten by Toxicroak as long as he isn't stupid about it, and Hydreigon and Zapdos are both losing to... Well, Zapdos can actually outstall Chancy with pressure, but it's not like ZoroDark doesn't have another option. So this is not looking very good for SoulWind. I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to win this game, unless ZoroDark really chokes, but I don't see that happening because, for one, that Fortress might even have Pain Split, so it can probably heal up, even if ever so slightly. Soul would need to basically put up full hazards, but even then, I don't know if that would do anything because one Quiver Dance from Volcarona, and this game is essentially over. So, like I said, SoulWind was definitely playing for matchup here. SoulWind was going Leib. He's like, oh, he's going to run the bulky sand standard, but ZoroDark decided to go with the unique choice of Sun. And Sun's really popular in Black and White at the moment. I don't really know what SoulWind even goes into here because that Doug Shear is not banned, so it can probably fire for Toxic. And if Zapdos gets Toxic, like, it's completely over. Like, there's absolutely no hope. I got a PM, but I'm not going to answer it right now. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad for SoulWind. My biggest complaint with SoulWind, yeah, as an overall player, is that he typically his team choice is very standard, and that's not a bad thing either. I think, standard in Black and White is very good. Like, the standard teams are really dope. But when you face a player whose intent is just to counter team you, then yeah, you're not gonna have a good time. And I'm not even saying ZoroDark is like that type of player. I'm saying that SoulWind is easily counter-teamable because he goes with Sand, and then when he wants to switch it up, he goes with Rain. And both of those teams are really prone to being destroyed by Sun. And I don't know, maybe I don't think I would have used a team that was really this Sun weak. I mean, yeah, there's the Rocks, and now a Quiver Dance away from just winning the game because, yeah, there's the dance. Zapdos maybe can beat. I don't know. It depends a bit on the set of Volcarona because I imagine this is Roost. We'll see the calc here if this is specially defensive. Yeah, it's actually special. Okay, that is specially defensive, so it might have Toxic. I'd imagine it's Thunder, Roost. I would think he'd be HP Ice, and then he's either Sub or Toxic. So he goes for QD, and there's the Thunder, okay. And there's the Para. Oh, but there's the Lumberry, okay. This got a lot harder. That means he's 3 attacks, probably. So, maybe he's HP... He wouldn't be HP Ground because he has Doug Shear. He's probably Giga Drain. Alright. Let me think. Maybe this matchup isn't as bad for SoulWind as I thought it was. Or, actually, he might have... You see, if Chancy had Heal Bell... okay, he QDs again. Thunder is not missing, and it has a... Okay, it does not para, but now he's at +3, and now I think Fire Dance, even in the rain, is going to actually start hurting. I don't know if he should have done this so early, because I really do believe that if ZoroDark had, like, Pain Split Fortress, which I don't know if he has or not, but if he had Pain Split Fortress, I think he could have set this up later. And there's the Fire Dance for only 35, and there's the Para. Okay, this game is actually... I might have overstated how bad this was. Man, I didn't expect this Volcarona to be that weak. And there's the Thunder again, and there's the Para. Oh... I really think that he set this up too early, because now SoulWind actually has a chance of coming back. I don't know about this one. My game plan would not have been to immediately set up Volcarona. I mean, again, I don't know for sure the team, and honestly, I think he probably could have made another member expendable, because... I don't think he should have set up there. I don't... It makes no sense, because, like... The game would have been over, but he set it up so early. I don't feel like he was too hungry for the game, and I think it was pretty obvious it was a bulky Zapdos. I would not have set it up. Yeah, and he switches out and he saves it for a sack, which is okay, but now the Zapdos is going to be really annoying. I mean, Zapdos doesn't have 404 HP subs, but it's still annoying to deal with. And if he doesn't have Heal Bell, okay, he didn't S-Toss. Alright, fair enough. There's the S-Toss here. I think he wants Rocks up, right? Why are you not setting up Rocks? You should have... Well, okay, you shouldn't be setting up Rocks there, obviously, but... you probably want Rocks up again real quick, like, right now. Like, because Rocks are very crucial. Like, set Rocks up here. Like, you need Hazards. You need at least Rocks, because Zapdos is not... Zapdos needs to be taking some type of damage when it comes in. And yep, there's a substitute. Okay, so maybe this is Toxic Chancy. That's possible too, because I think he would have Heal Bell by now. Yep, there's a Toxic, and that's the game. There's no way he loses this now. Or, yeah, I don't think there's any way he loses. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Like I said, he's not Heal Bell. He's not Wish. I would think he's Pain Split Fortress. I mean, I'm a big fan of Pain Split Fortress, but... Yeah, now he just gets Rocks up, because you need to get Rocks up here. Rocks is mandatory. You could S-Toss. You could S-Toss. There's really not a risk in either way. Yeah, S-Toss is fine too, because you're doing damage either way. I mean, still, I want Rocks, but it doesn't really matter, you know? It doesn't really matter. I know he's wary of Croak coming in, because obviously now that Dugtrio is not going to be able to take a Sucker Punch, and now that Volcarona is dead, it's going to be a lot harder for him. And Cresselia doesn't want to take a Toxic either. I still think he should be going for the Rocks, though, because Rocks is, you know... I mean, it doesn't, like... It's not incredible, but it certainly helps when you're dealing with the Zapdos. I mean, now that it's Toxic, it doesn't matter as much, but you still want the Lefty's cancellation on Ferrothorn, and you still want the, damage on Politoed when it comes in. It's hard for him to spin, though, because he can technically Suicide Spin, but I don't know if that's a great option here, because spinning here has now become pretty hard. He can technically spin on Toxicroak because... Okay, he goes to Volcarona here. He sacks it, yeah, I mean... There's Croak. If he's gonna... Is he gonna try and trap it? I would guess Dugtrio is substitute so he can play that game, because he's not... I don't think Dugtrio is Rocks, so Dugtrio is EQ, Reversal... Probably Subtoxic, and it's not like Dugtrio is doing anything else here, and there is really no other prime I mean, you could technically Reversal Trap Ferrothorn, but that will require a lot of prediction and a lot of maintenance. Really, I mean, I think it's a 50-50 here. It is, because he can either sub, assuming he has sub, or he EQs. To be perfectly honest, I would just EQ straight up. That'd be my play. I would go for Earthquake if I was ZoroDark. Because I think the obvious play is sub, but I would just go for EQ. Because when you sub, I don't know how strong Reversal is after that. Then you're at... you're at 23. Yeah, Reversal is not strong enough. Maybe after you come in from Rocks a few more times. And yep, okay, I would have lost this game. Never mind, I'm a bad player. SoulWind is the GOAT. I would have just Earthquake, but... Yeah, so there's the trap. I assume this is going to kill. And yeah, it does. Toxicroak is pretty fragile. And there's a Toad. Pretty sure this is Toxic and not Sucker Punch, so it's not like he's going to get the kill here. I don't know why he didn't set up Rocks. I mean, People in the chat are talking about the Rocks play, and yeah, I completely agree. Stealth Rock would have been a really nice thing to have. But now this game is over. Yeah, I don't see SoulWind pulling this out, and it looks like... I like his team, to be honest. I think SoulWind's team is pretty okay, but I obviously think it's a little counter-team oriented, and so is ZoroDark's. I mean, ZoroDark's team is just a reaction to the whole sand offense stuff. It's like big bulky offense with Doug, and you have Blissey, and then the Cresselia to beat out Dragmag, and Fortress is like not a great Pokemon, but you know, it's there, and Volcarona is just so devastating with sand. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think that he should have rocked at least somewhere, because now it doesn't matter that much, because now Toad is essentially dead the next time it comes in, and if he could just sacrifice it here, because once Sun comes up, then the game is completely done for, because then Zapdos can't even hit anything with Thunder, and I mean, it's going to die anyway. And then you give Cresselia the power of Ice Beam and HP Fire. I'm really just rambling on at this point, because I don't feel like there's anything SoulWind can do to win, unless ZoroDark really chokes and sacrifices his Chancy. But I'm sure ZoroDark is well aware that he can't do that. That's not the play to make here. So, unless Surf crits, which I don't imagine it would kill unless he gets a max roll, it's looking over here. I don't think it's knockoff Ferrothorn either. I feel if it was knockoff Pharaoh, he would have used that earlier, so really all he can do is hope for Leech Seed, and under Sun, that's not going to be a huge problem, because you can knock it out with HP Fire from Cresselia, or something like that. We're waiting for SoulWind here to make a move. I'm sure he's thinking out the full game plan here. We see a Soft Boil from Chancy. Yeah, obviously. You can just throw rocks up here, because you're forcing a Leech no matter what, unless ZoroDark like hard Dugs here, which he might. Yeah, he goes for the hard Dug. He goes for the Leech Seed play, but SoulWind goes for the Power Whip. Yeah, I don't know if that... You should have just rocked, dude. You should just go for rocks. I mean, now, like I said, it's not like these plays matter that much, because for what it's worth, I mean, Ninetales comes in, you get Sun, you have... Well, yeah, now Politoed is going to die, but if he had rocks, then Politoed would 100% be dead, and you can Suicide Fodder Ninetales, and then you can just win the game with Cresselia and Chancy. Because that's going to be Spikes, probably. It's Stealth Rock Power with Leech Seed, Spikes, Ferrothorn, probably. So, yeah, there's the Chancy. Hydreigon Switch, yeah. He's burnt, so even if it's Life Orb Power, he can't do anything. Please set up rocks. Okay, finally, he didn't S-Toss there. And now he can pretty... I think you can just go Cresselia here. I mean, there's really not a thing you can do. There's nothing that SoulWind can really do about it, because Sun is now up forever. And, yeah, I mean, he might want a Soft-Boiled here, because Specs Hydreigon, you know, could be a threat if it's, like, Focus Blast, and he gets it to a KO, and ZoroDark continues to throw. But overall, I don't see him really coming out on top. I guess in the filler time, let's just talk about Black and White in general. In Black and White, really what you see is, you know, the standard sand. And yep, there's the Cresselia switch. And there's the Spikes. Okay, that's fair. Here's the HP Fire. I think the set is HP Fire, Ice Beam, Moonlight, obviously, and then Toxic. I've seen Thunder Wave. At least, I think Cresselia runs Thunder Wave, right? I'm pretty sure Cresselia can run Thunder Wave. I feel like it should, but I know it definitely runs Toxic. And yeah, looks like Sun is going to be here to stay. HP Fire plus the Burn is certainly going to kill the Politoed. Now what he can do is just Suicide Fodder Ninetales. There's no reason for him to go straight to Cresselia, and Ninetales is going to be living the Spike, and it's not like Cresselia really cares either way. I mean, I guess SoulWind can win here. I think it's possible, but it's a very low chance, because if this Hydreigon lacks Roost, which it does, yeah... he should just Soft Boil here. You can't, like... Okay, SoulWind goes for the flinch, obviously, but that's gonna take out... Okay, 16? Jeez. Is that Scarf? I feel like Specs does 20. Yeah, there's the S-Toss. There's the Cresselia. Here's the Power Whip. Okay. I mean, he can Ice Beam if he wants. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's the HP Fire. And Ferrothorn is gone, and now Chancy wins. Sacrifice Fortress here. Please, please don't be stupid. Okay, he sacks 4, he doesn't choke. That's good on him. You can... Yeah, Celia wins either way. So yeah, just go Chancy and win. It doesn't matter, and that's going to be the game. So ZoroDark wins. When I said Ice Beam didn't really matter there, I mean, Ice Beam was not the objective play, but I thought ZoroDark might go for it. Just HP Fire, because his whole team dies. And I mean, you see, at the end of the game, there was really nothing he could have done. Yeah, I don't think there was much he could have done here, because technically he could try and Leech Seed, and then he can double switch multiple times, but that's relying on a ZoroDark choke. That's the thing. It completely relies on ZoroDark choking. That's why I said maybe Ice Beam, because I thought there was a chance that, you know, he chokes here and goes for Ice Beam. Like, Ice Beam wouldn't... I mean, like, it didn't really matter. It would have just made the end game longer, because you get an Ice Beam, then you immediately scared out with HP Fire. And then Hydreigon can't come in. So then you just soft boiled, and yeah, it doesn't even matter that much. It was just, yeah, HP Fire was the right move. Because Hydreigon can't come in, Zapdos comes in, takes 25, takes 20 from some boosted HP Fire, or like 15 or whatever. Then Chancy comes in, Zapdos is forced to roost, and then you just S-toss, so it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, that's going to be game. I mean, there wasn't really much here. I think ZoroDark pretty much had the matchup on this. And, I mean, he made some good plays. Like, I think the 50-50 with Sucker and Sub was pretty interesting. As interesting as it could, as a 50-50 could be, I guess. There wasn't really many flashy plays, and to be honest, there weren't really many flashy plays that SoulWind could really make, and ZoroDark didn't really need to make any either, because I think if ZoroDark wanted to make flashy plays, he probably would have ended up choking, and SoulWind, he's completely restricted with that Dugtrio, and it's really hard to have an offensive presence with Excadrill when you just get trapped after a single kill. So, yeah, I mean, ZoroDark misplayed the Volcarona for sure. He definitely could have abused Chancy more early on, and he definitely could have abused Rocks earlier, because once Exca's gone, I mean, most of his team really couldn't hurt him. I mean, yeah, he gets a Leech Seed up, but it doesn't really matter. And I think SoulWind also, I wasn't really, now in hindsight, of course, this is, you know, I don't know the game for sure now, but it's maybe he could have got up. Is it possible he could have had a space where he got like more hazards up? Yeah, I don't know. That was a rough game. Ninetales alone with burning everything is really annoying. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video of a live SPL game in Black and White OU. Subscribe, all that stuff, leave a comment, and also mention what tiers you want me to see narrate next for SPL. I can pretty much do any Gen OU except for Gen 1 and 2, so I can do like 5 gens. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.